Great to see you. What's up, Wellness Warriors? James Ng here. Welcome to Transformation Tuesday. Today, I'm going to be celebrating. We've been seeing a bunch of success stories on these skinny drops. If you're not familiar with these, I'll go over them in a bit too. But they're basically hormone balancing, body balancing drops. And when you use them, they curb bad cravings. They help you to de-stress. And a byproduct, the average woman loses half a pound a day. The average man loses 2/3 a pound a day. I'm talking about 15 to 20 pounds in a month. So we've been getting a lot of victories when it comes to our clients. I want to give some shout outs today and just give some encouragement out there as well too. And by the way, if you do have any health goals at all, put a 1 in the comments. And even if you have any questions as we go through this, feel free to let me know too. But it's been amazing to see. I'm just waking up every day to clients, new clients getting started saying, oh my gosh, my cravings went away. I was just chatting with someone that came back from a conference, started on these drops. And she's like, I can't believe that like my cravings are good. Another one's like, I actually lost a pound the very first day. And it's like super cool how that all works. But I just want to celebrate those that have been getting amazing results, old stories, new stories, all types. And I'll just share with you this. Let's see. I wonder if you can see this. Okay, I think you can. All right, here we go. I think the phone can actually work. So Lisa Mason, she is a good friend of mine. And this is the same woman. That's 30 pounds lost. I mean, take a look at that. 30 pounds lost in like, I think it was just a couple of months, might have been a month or two, but it's incredible. And Anna, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're not late. This is right on time. But Lisa Mason used these skinny drops, we call them, but it's a Slenderize program. It's a body balancing formula, lost 30 pounds. But the biggest thing about Lisa's story is that Lisa is someone that wasn't just dealing with weight loss issues, but the reason why people like these drops is because, especially with those that have health issues, does anyone know of anyone with autoimmune illnesses, for example? Put a 1 in the comments if you know someone with autoimmune illnesses. Let me read her story because, I mean, this is tremendous. I couldn't believe it when she shared this with me. Let me pull it up. Okay. She had a lot of stuff going on. Okay. She had, oh, wow. Okay. Lisa had major back surgery consisting of a level 3 fusion, lupus, and happy early birthday, 30, dirty 30. I've had many clients that had lupus as well too. And we definitely think for autoimmune illnesses. So major back surgery, had debilitating sciatica on both sides, a left SI joint fusion, a hysterectomy. So that means that her hormones are all jacked up. That's why these drops, they're hormone balancing. People like them a lot. GI issues, so gastrointestinal issues, motility issues, colonoscopy to make sure there weren't blockages, hypothyroidism, Hashimoto. Wow. I actually didn't read this closely. And if you're interested, if anyone's interested, by the way, go to my link in the bio or go to a partner of this company and you can grab this. I buy them in bulk so you can get them at a discount. So I have a couple left personally for a discount. So it's the first link in my link in the bio, and you can use Square and you can grab it there and I'll ship it to you for sure. Or if you're watching this, you have a partner, go to them. 9 months ago, found out that her testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen were non-existent. Dang. So if you're joining us, we're talking about oh my gosh, I need to interview Lisa. That's not, wow. So Lisa, who you see now, she's lost 30 pounds. I don't know, we're really good friends. Oh my, I should bring Lisa onto this conversation. I'm going to bring her in the future. That's nuts. But she literally had no hormones. Wow. Have you ever dealt with hormonal imbalance, especially women, that give birth and women that go through perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause? Like that's a big issue. Men have hormones too, by the way. But to see that there was nothing, wow, my gosh. Okay, cool. Whew, dang. Okay. So this is like bringing tears to me because I know Lisa so well. Like Did I not read that? That's crazy. My gosh. So now she's like, she lowered her inflammation. She's like really good. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna share her story again. But that's not the same woman, but it is, right? Like that's incredible, Lisa. So congratulations to Lisa. So proud of you. And another victory on the skinny drops, right? And why are they so effective? Why are people liking these? Because the number one issue on why people can or cannot lose weight is not only just a calorie thing, right? Obviously, we all know we should eat right and we should diet and we should exercise. But has anyone ever done those things? You've done the right things and yet you still got stuck? Like put a 2 in the comments if that's ever happened for you. And it's really, really annoying when that happens, right? Because you're like, did my body just let me down? Like, is it just not okay? Is it just not the same anymore? And do I just have to be that way now? Like, so when I hear a story about Lisa, like it just brings me so much joy to see that. It's just super cool. Let me show you another, by the way, her face. This is Lisa's face, which was kind of crazy. That was in 60 days, her face is literally different. Like and no, she did not get a Botox, and she didn't get lipo or something, but she's just using these drops, and oh my gosh, that is incredible. So if there's any question, just let me know in the comments below. But congratulations to her. Another one. Let me share with you guys this story because I thought it was just someone that's just inspired me so much. And this story happens to be one where, let's see, Amy Doherty lost over 60 pounds and battled against, man, it's just, when I hear these stories, I'll be honest, like I'm generally healthy, right? I'm very blessed to be generally healthy. And sometimes we think that others are just how we are, but no, I mean, people are battling through many different types of issues. If you don't mind me asking, if you do have any health ailments, if you don't mind sharing, if you don't mind typing them in the comments below, and, we're safe and, there's no judgment or anything, but it's important that we realize that like every one of us are going through different things in our body. And, like and the body being at disease, once it's dis-ease, like the body's not designed to be at disease, right? So we want to figure out ways to be able to combat against these things. So it really gives me a lot of empathy when I hear these stories of our clients, and I'm like, wow. So Amy, hey Mary, Amy, this is her. She lost 65 pounds on these skinny drops, actually. Amy, yeah, that's the same woman. Crazy. And Amy, it's not just a weight loss thing. Once again, like weight loss is the byproduct. When we're talking about these skinny drops, we call them a skinny drop because, if you want to lose weight, you want to, it's kind of sexy how that is. But the reality, it is crazy, right? The reality is they're body balancing drops. And Amy, if you don't know her story, she has PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now, I will tell you, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not here to treat, cure, diagnose anything or make medical claims, but I'm just sharing her story, right? So Amy was dealing with PCOS. And because of that, if you're not familiar with that illness, that ailment, it's an autoimmune illness. Your hormones are not working well. And especially when it comes to weight loss, it's really hard to do. She told me that she was on 9 different medications. 9. And if has anyone ever been on a medication before? Because when you're on a medication, many times there's side effects. And also there's medications that are like steroids, for example, that you hold on to water weight, you hold on to fat. And there's a lot of side effects with most meds. Plus, it also leaves residuals of toxins in your body too. Because the way that medicines are made many times, there's synthetic drugs, right? There's stuff that's in there that isn't meant to be in the body. But, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. So she was on 9 medications. She tried everything under the sun to be able to lose some weight, to feel better. And as she almost gave up. I interviewed her, but then she found these skinny drops and she gave them a shot. The way the skinny drops work, they're super simple. There's 2 droppers. You just put the first one, the Slenderex, under your tongue 3 times a day. This one supports the thyroid. This one supports the hormones. This one also curbs bad cravings. They're all natural, plant-based ingredients. There's nothing weird in these. They've been clinically tested. They're manufactured in FDA and OTC registered facilities, so they're clean. The second one is Accelerate. Accelerate is your vitamin B12. It's a methylated form. If you know what that means, it means it's more absorbable. So it helps you get a little nice boost of energy, increase your metabolism, decrease stress. It also has adaptogenic herbs like rhodiola rosea. It also has ashwagandha, as well as some others as well too. Biotin, which is good for your hair, nail, and skin. So you just start taking these. We do encourage you start to eat healthier. I think it's important as a whole. Like, you should take care of what you can control. And it's incredible that she was able to actually find something that worked. And I mean, this picture of where she is right now just happened. This was last week. But my good friend Amy Doherty, I'm super proud of you for losing, I think it's 65 pounds now on these drops. So it's just absolutely amazing, you know? So congratulations to her. And I want to share another story here. It's not just women that have hormonal imbalances. Maybe you or someone you know, hubby, friend. Does anyone know a guy that has maybe a little bit of a dad bod? You know, they have some things that they need to get rid of, right? Put a 2 in the comments if you know someone like that. Oh my gosh. So these are my friends and different ethnicity. Different cultures have trouble, right? So let me share with you the story of Eustace. Eustace de Mello. Eustace is, he had a little dad bod going on. And Eustace here is out in Australia. But what I find fascinating is Eustace is Indian as well. So if you know the Indian culture and a lot of Asian cultures, a lot of rice, a lot of carbs. Any carb lovers, right? Put a me in the comments if you're a carb lover. Oh gosh, like if you're not eating rice, you are not Asian, basically, right? Or Latino. I know it's big as well too. But Eustace was getting like a dad bod. A father, a husband, works hard, and he wanted to test the drops out. He's also like a very analytical, sciencey type of guy. So his wife, Fina, got on the drops, was able to actually get some really good results. But Eustace tried these drops, and it was amazing. He decided he used another formulation of this, very similar, but in Australia and Europe, these are called day and night drops. So similar impact, there's a different formulation. But he wanted to test them out. And we encourage people to lower inflammation to balance your body. Of course, you should eat better. You should eat lean proteins. You should eat veggies, right? You should do the right things. And these make it easier because it curbs the cravings so that you can actually want to, eat those things. But Eustace, I think he's just kind of like, maybe it's Guy. I think guys, sometimes we just like to be rebellious. We're the types of people that if you have IKEA furniture, at least I am, I'll just speak on my behalf. We don't read the instructions. We go right into assembling stuff. Ladies, do you ever get bothered or annoyed that some guys do that? It's kind of annoying. I always think for some reason, IKEA furniture, I can just get it down the first shot without instructions. And every single time, I think I fail. Every single time. And it's only, I'm missing one piece. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm just missing that one screw. I'm like, dang it. And then I have to redo it. So anywho, Eustace is kind of like that. So Eustace decided to use the drops, and he actually did not change his diet at all. He was still eating junk. Now, I don't recommend that. And everybody's experience is going to be different. But he did not change his diet at all. And he was able to lose quite a few. In Australia, they use kilos, right? Kilograms. But his dad bod went away. So rock on to Eustace. If you know somebody with a dad bod, then yeah, tell them about it. By the way, if you are new to these drops and you're interested in giving them a shot, if you know a partner then connect with them and they can definitely give these to you at a good price. If that partner is me, hey, check out the link in the caption, the link in the bio. I'm more than happy to grab these. I have a couple left. We buy these at bulk so that we can get them to you at a discount. So we got you on that. All right. I hope this is interesting. Transformation Tuesday. I'm just so proud of all these different stories. I got to share this one though. This one brings, it's, in light of a more serious topic, in light of 9/11, and I'm thinking about loss, and I'm thinking about especially our military. All right. So if you've served in the military, by the way, let me know in the comments below. Would love to celebrate you and love to honor you. Or if you know somebody that's in the military. But this client of ours, love his story. He is Gabriel. Let me show you his picture. Gabriel is out there he's serving in the Army right now. And in the Army, he's married, he's doing his living. But he had a really shocking day one day when he was going in, he was doing a test. And with this test, basically the military told him that if he doesn't lose weight, then he would not be able to get his next promotion and he'd be like gone. And Gabriel told me, like, this is why I have so much respect for military, especially when they're deployed, is I forget. I think it was correct. If Gabriel, you hear this, let me know. But I think it was that because he's been deployed, he hasn't lived with his wife for years now. Like, I think it's been like 3 years. So if he got this promotion, he would be able to be with his wife. If he didn't, he would not be able to be with his wife. And I just think, I'm like, if I'm away from my wife, I remember when I started dating my wife, Becky, we were together every single day. And then one time I was away from her for 2 weeks, and no joke, I'll just throw myself under the bus. I was crying every single day. Like, we were FaceTiming. I'm like slobbering. I'm like, tears going down the face type of thing. So I can't even imagine a couple years being away from your loved one. But that's what happened with Gabriel. So Gabriel found us, his friend Gian connected, and started to use these skinny drops. And he messaged me 10 days later. This was 15 pounds in 10 days. His pants are falling off. I mean, take a look at that. His life was completely changed. And he was so happy because, I mean, this could literally save his marriage. So that's why I think it's so important. So congratulations to Gabriel. That's why I'm so passionate about being in the wellness space, because, it's not just about how you look. Of course, that's important to a certain degree. We all want to look good. Let's be real, right? When you post a photo, who's the first person you look at? It's not them, it's you, right? I do that, right? So it's not just that. And of course, when you look good, you feel good. That's a saying, and I believe in that as well too. But what's more important is when you are not at your peak physical self, when you're not feeling the best, when you're not able to show up in your full vibrancy, when you're not able to feel good in the clothes that you're in, when you're actually now leading into health issues and impacts where it's impacting your quality of life to be able to be in relationship with others. Where it could, for Gabriel's example, literally, it could have led to him not being with his wife physically. When you start dealing with those types of things, that's why I think it's so important. God said your body is the temple for the Holy Spirit. So it's important to take care of this body. It's important to take care of this temple as best as we can so that we can show up in our families present, so that we can wake up with a ton of energy to kiss my wife good morning, so that at work, so that you can provide a living for your family, provide a legacy for your family, so that you can show up 10% better and make that decision that could have changed everything. I mean, how do you put a price tag on health? And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that many times we don't care enough until we lose something. And if you've ever been through a health issue, then I'm sure you could give a testimony on that. Right. So that's why I'm always talking about what are some ways to prevent, right? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, is the saying. So that's why I love that these drops, they're not miracle drops, right? But they're helpful tools. They help people to make the transition to a healthier lifestyle. They help people to curb the bad cravings. Hey, Laura, great to see you again. How are you? They help people to burn the stubborn fat and also to rebalance their body so that they can feel better, right? They can sleep better. They can get better energy. They can do those things. And when you balance the body, then so much more happens in life as a byproduct. That's why these have been exploding all over the place, because they work. They're healthy and they work. And we give a ton of support in our community. We want to make sure that these success stories continue to come. And if you do have questions about the drops, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Okay. And if you are using these drops, by the way, comment below. What are some of your results? I'd love to know. People need to hear your results, because you might think that what you're going through isn't that special, won't impact anyone. But let me tell you, the reality is this. Your story needs to be heard, because there's someone else just like you that is struggling with what you just struggled with. But if you don't share your story, then they will never hear that inspiration, and they don't need to hear it from me. They need to hear it from you. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So these are pretty cool right there. Let me just share one more story as well. Okay. Because some people think, well, can this work? Is it only just for weight loss, or is it for other things as well? Well, I want to share one last story. I had someone ask me yesterday, like, can this work for diabetics? Right? Does anyone know anyone that is struggling with insulin insensitivity or diabetes? Put a 2 in the comments if you've had that at all. Christine said she lost 23 pounds while using the drops, and your mood swings and hot flashes went away. Right on, sister. That's huge. That's huge. That's like intense. Wow. Happy wife, happy life, right? That type of thing. So, okay, let me just share with you one last story. Let me see if I have that here. I should somewhere. Where are you? Okay, cool. So I have a friend of mine. It helped your dad with diabetes. Wow, congratulations. And once again, we're not here to make any medical claims, but these are just stories of people that we've seen on this, okay? So Uncle Lenny, let me introduce you to Uncle Lenny. Uncle Lenny, he's a client of ours out in New York. Christine, can you see this okay? Do I have to bring it closer to the screen, by the way? Or is that okay? Let me know. So Uncle Lenny was not just overweight, he's Filipino. And, different cultures, we have different health backgrounds. If you know, like generally, Filipinos, Southeast Asians, Latinos, unfortunately tend to struggle a lot more with obesity, sugar addiction. Okay, cool. I'm glad you can see. And also type 2 diabetes, right? Like if you are Filipino or Filipina, Latino, Latina, or Southeast Asian, like put a 3 in the comments. I'm curious. Like, is that true, right? Like there's a lot of diabetes, unfortunately. And because of diet and culture and lifestyle and so many different things, right? So Lenny, he's a lawyer, very successful lawyer out there in the East Coast, but he was diabetic. And also not just on 1, not 2, but 3 diabetes medications, metformin, right? All the other ones that you have out there. He heard about these drops and he's like, what is there to lose except for weight? Haha, I know, lame, but it's true. And he wanted to use these not just for the weight loss, but he heard it could balance the body. So he's like, maybe this can help me with diabetes. He started using this. It was not overnight. I think he used the drops, the system, for multiple months. But he not only was able to actually successfully lose 43 pounds. I mean, that's a big difference. I mean, this is like not the same guy, right? He lost 43 pounds, but also he was able to go back to the doctor. They were measuring his A1C levels. And the doctor was like, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, you're good. You don't need any of your meds. He went medication free. His A1C got back down to that level. So like, And that's what I'm talking about, right? What's our goal? To balance the body, to bring it back to what's supposed to be at. God designed our bodies to be able to heal. God designed our bodies to be able to do magnificent, miraculous things. But it's just because of society and culture and what we eat and all of that, it's just that we're so wacky. But the thing to target is the hormonal side. Congratulations, Christine. Doctor told Christine's dad that he balanced his body and helped him with diabetes. Congratulations. So whether you're somebody that's going through an autoimmune illness, whether you're somebody that's going through diabetes, whether you're somebody that has, you just struggle with weight loss, whether you're somebody that just wants to be able to balance your body's hormones, you're doing hot flashes and all that, for example. I have for over 10 years never seen, I used these and I lost 25 pounds in 40 days, by the way. I have not seen anything better that's natural and holistic, because why do something weird to your body? Not worth it. Natural and holistic, and can actually balance your body and then help it to lose the stubborn fat and everything. So if you have any questions, just feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I'd love to, if you do have stories on this, let me know. I'd love to celebrate those as well too. And if you haven't tried these yet, but you'd like to give them a shot, I'm telling you, they're very powerful. Connect with a partner. You might know somebody that's actually providing these, so you can get a good deal. Connect with them, or if you're hearing about them from me, I'm more than happy to connect them with you as well too. Hit the links in the bio. We buy them in bulk, so we have a couple of discounted boxes. These come in this cool box, and you get a pamphlet. You get these 2 droppers. We have a couple left. We're shipping them out soon. So if you'd like to reserve your discount box, connect with the partner, or if it's from me, connect with me as well too. And I'd love to celebrate your next success story. I think it'd be absolutely amazing. All right, everyone. Well, hey, hopefully that was a fun and encouraging Transformation Tuesday. It got me more fired up. Like, I actually got mind blown by reading through those stories again, because I'm thinking about the quality of life that was impacted from not just themselves, but also the loved ones around them. Because when you change, those around you get impacted. So anywho, on that, God bless. Have a great one.